Hello everybody, welcome back to the KotLC fanbase. My name is Austin and today I will be bringing you guys another KotLC video. And today's KotLC video will be on reviewing 1-star reviews on the KotLC series. This is part 3 of the series, and the last 1-star review video I asked for 200 likes and we smashed that like goal and we got 246 likes. So here I am with some new bad KotLC reviews today. This time I made sure to actually get the reviews from Flashback and Legacy so that it's more modern and the reviews are from the later books in the series. Now obviously I would never give the KotLC books a 1-star review. I would give all of them over a 4-star review. But today we will be checking out the 1-star reviews and seeing why they put it 1 star and what problems they have with the book. Before we jump straight into this video, I want you guys to make sure to like this video. If you guys want a part 4 of this mini series, comment down below what would you rate the KotLC series 1 through 5. And if you're new to our channel, make sure to subscribe. We just hit 3,500 subscribers recently. We're only 500 away from 4,000, so if you could subscribe, that would help us out a lot. Also remember to check out our KotLC merch at bit.ly/KotLC fanbase merch for awesome KotLC designs such as Sophie, XxEvie, and many other designs. Share this video with anyone who has read KotLC. Let's get on to the first bad review. So the first bad review I have is from 9257 Bookworm, and this person says, I really didn't like this book. It had very little character development and barely any other characters except Sophie and Fitz. It would have been great to see Marilla more involved, especially after what happened in the last book. I also felt that the first half of this book took too long and felt those events could have gone by a lot faster. This book to me felt like the worst in the series so far. I really hope the next book will be a lot better. So on this review, I do think that this is not enough things that they don't like about the series to actually rate it 1 star, maybe like a 3-star, because the only main points this person had was there was little character development, the first half of the book was too long, and that they wanted Marilla in it more. That's not really worthy of actually a 1-star review. I do agree that there was not that much characters in these later books, and it was mostly Sophie and Fitz or Sophie and Keefe, and I do want other characters like Dex, Biana, Marilla, and all that. So I do agree with this person, but I don't think that you should have rated it 5-star for just a couple minor problems with the book. So that was the first review, so let's get on to the second one. So I have the second review pulled up, and this person says, every series has one bad apple, and Flashback is definitely KotLC's worst book in the whole series by far. If I have to read one more paragraph about Fitzy being angry, I will die. On top of that, it's way too long. And I'm not the type of person to complain about books being too long. But Shannon, 8 trillion pages of Sophie fainting and training and characters moping around in bed is not a story. Don't get me wrong, I'm still fascinated by the premise of KotLC, but sweet baby Jesus, can it just end already? Please. It just goes on and on and on and on, and did I mention it keeps going on? It's getting super repetitive and forgettable. Do you guys remember when the series had a purpose, a goal? Most of all, do you remember when the classic twists and turns felt natural? If so, this is not the book for you. Overall, this one was super disappointing and the ending came out of nowhere and had little to nothing to do with the story, if you can even call it that. So this book review was Flashback, the 7th book in the series, and this person had a lot of complaints with the book, so I guess they do have a reason for it to be 1 star. They say it's fairly long and really repetitive, and it doesn't feel like the other books in the series, and I do agree that Flashback was long and repetitive, and it didn't really feel like a KotLC book, but I think that Shannon made that second half of Flashback really good and then made up for the first half where they had to sit in the hospital beds. And I also agree that there's so many pages in this book, but the pages aren't high quality. Where the half of the book where they were in the hospital bed, that's an extra 400 pages, because like this person says, I don't really want to read about characters moping around. So this person has a couple good reasons in here that I also agree with, but obviously I don't think it's enough for a 1-star review. Let's get on to the third review of this. Alright, so I have the third review, and it is by Bethany, and this person says, I used to love the series, but it's just not good anymore. If you're looking for a good series, don't waste your time like I did. I liked when they went to Foxfire and Alden was more of a character. I don't like Mr. Forkle anymore because it's going on too long. He should have just died and not had the whole twin brother weirdness. You make Fitz seem like such a bad guy when he's super nice and all he wants to do is make Sophie happy. Dex was the prankster and the funny outgoing one, but then you just had to take him out of every book and basically replace him with Keefe. I really like the series and bought all the books, but if you're going to have a love triangle, you have to make both guys look good. We can obviously tell that Shannon is a total team Keefe, now that I'm reading this book, I will no longer be reading the series because it's just not fair. And then the person goes on to say that they're on team Sophits. But yeah, this person says that all the other books are good, but this one in particular, like most of these reviews, just they're saying that these later books in the series aren't good. Like they liked the previous books, but not these ones. And I love the aspect in the first books where they went to Foxfire and they don't do that too much anymore. I do miss that, like this person said. And I do agree that everyone seems to hate Fitz and think that he's a bad person, and I'm guilty of it too. I think of Fitz as a bad person even though he's probably not. And I do miss Dex as well, as this person mentioned. I personally really liked Legacy's book. It was a lot different than other books, but I guess this person didn't like it. So we have one more final review. Let's get straight into it. So I have the fourth bad review pulled up, and this one is by Tucker the Reader, and this person says, "Please take the following rant with a grain of salt. My friend introduced me to the series a year or two ago, and it's one of the first series I added to Goodreads. At first I really enjoyed it, but with every book I just got more and more annoyed. Never mind the fact that this series is basically a Harry Potter ripoff. My issue is that the series is what the YouTube community would call a content farm. For those of you who don't know what that means, it is basically a creator that just reposts old content to get more views. For example, 5-minute crafts. This series is just that, recycled content being published over and over again. Basic plot of every single book in the series is as follows. Sophie and her friends are in trouble. Sophie has some sort of issue with her powers. Sophie gets this close to discovering everything and saving the world. Sophie is then foiled. And lastly, a cliffhanger." And the main points of this review was that this person thought it was like a Harry Potter ripoff, even though I've never read Harry Potter, but I do know people who have read Harry Potter, and they tell me that it's nothing like Harry Potter, and I really agree with them because it feels way different. So they also say that this is a content farm, or like kind of like repetitive, and I do agree with that. It is repetitive at times, but I don't mind the repetitiveness because the original KotLC books are so good. And then this person is talking about how, you know, they're always in trouble and there's an issue and she gets really close to saving the world. And I think that's not just in KotLC books, but that's in all the books. You know, they start off, they have a problem, how are they going to solve it? And especially in a series, they're probably not going to, you know, just save the world in one book because they have to keep going with the whole series. So they're going to have the bad guy win until the final book where they're going to stop them. So that's probably just in every book. So it can't really be just nagged on to KotLC because I think that every book series has the same type of thing. That is the final review, and it was really informative reading these reviews for me and seeing why people didn't like the books. I personally love the books. It's kind of interesting to see why people don't like them. But yeah, it's the end of the video. Let's get into the outro. Alright everyone, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this video interesting about reacting to the bad reviews, because I definitely found it interesting. If you like this video, make sure to drop a like down below. Also, make sure to comment down below your rating of the book series, because I would love to see what you guys think about the book series. Also, remember to subscribe, because I've said this in a lot of previous videos. 70% of our viewers are not subscribed. We would love if you could subscribe. It takes less than 5 seconds. You just have to click one button and you're subscribed, and it really helps our channel a lot. So if you could do that, that would be amazing. And also remember to check out our KotLC merch at bit.ly/KotLC Fanbase merch, where there's so many cool designs. You have to check that out. So that's it for the video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.